That's for a reason. That's the obliques. I'm getting them right.
We got to keep a little padding there.
Exactly.
We're getting hit all the time. They don't understand that. We can't look like all those receivers all the time.
Yeah, he looked pretty good, you know. Yeah, it looked pretty good. He stayed in shape. He did a lot of dancing at his wedding.
Behind closed doors at the Kansas City Chiefs facility, emergency meetings were reportedly being held. Coaching staff and franchise leaders gathered to address an unexpected predicament that could alter the entire trajectory of their upcoming season. The atmosphere inside the room was tense, with head coach Andy Reid and superstar quarterback Patrick Mahomes allegedly huddling together over tape. That tape had nothing to do with opponent playbooks and everything to do with the physical condition of their legendary tight end. Rumors immediately began swirling through NFL circles that internal discussions were heating up regarding Travis Kelce's position in the starting lineup. Whispers suggested that if immediate conditioning standards were not met, the franchise might be forced to consider benching their star pass catcher or adjusting his snaps to preserve the offense. For a team coming off a tumultuous year and preparing for a crucial bounce-back campaign, the thought of altering their signature offensive connection sounded unthinkable. Yet widespread claims exploded online, asserting that Kansas City's front office was privately panicking over what appeared to be a drastic off-season physical transformation. The drama reached a fever pitch when footage from the Chiefs' summer training camp in St. Joseph, Missouri began circulating. It captured the 36-year-old veteran walking onto the practice field for his 14th NFL season. Fresh off his high-profile July wedding to global pop icon Taylor Swift, Kelce found himself at the absolute center of a massive storm. Football enthusiasts, commentators, and rival fan bases zeroed in on his midsection. Almost overnight, self-proclaimed analysts began closely dissecting every single frame of practice footage. They claimed that the star tight end had reported to camp carrying significant extra weight from a romantic honeymoon filled with fine dining and luxury celebrations. Speculation rapidly ran wild that Taylor Swift's famous culinary specialties and relaxed post-wedding living had taken a toll on the elite athlete's physical readiness.
I broke Taylor's chair with the weight I gained from her sourdough. Good gut health, though.
That's true love.
Love you.
Thousands of viral posts questioned whether Kelce was in championship football shape or simply enjoying the perks of married life. As the clips spread across digital channels, viewers wasted no time unleashing a barrage of jokes and memes targeting the future Hall of Famer. Comments flooded in accusing Kelce of displaying a full-blown husband belly. Some observers sarcastically asked if he was planning to transition from tight end to offensive guard for the upcoming season. Others joked that Patrick Mahomes had officially passed down his famous dad bod crown to his favorite target. They suggested that the quarterback's infamous physical aesthetic had finally infected the rest of the roster. The online commentary quickly took on a life of its own. Sports fans created side-by-side comparisons of Kelce's physique from prior championship runs against his current training camp appearance, asserting that his focus had shifted from winning Super Bowl rings to enjoying domestic bliss. However, beneath the sensationalized headlines and viral outrage lies a far more complex reality that sports analysts and team insiders have been quick to point out. While sensational clickbait claims suggested that Andy Reid was actively preparing to bench his star tight end, the actual truth behind the training camp footage tells a completely different story. Close examination of the media revealed that several of the most shocking photos making the rounds were actually parody posts or digitally altered screenshots designed to magnify Kelce's midsection for maximum engagement. In fact, factual analysis confirmed that certain popular images circulating online were artificially stretched and manipulated. They tricked millions of casual fans into believing the tight end had gained a massive amount of weight overnight. Furthermore, football experts were quick to highlight that what many armchair sports scouts perceived as a stomach bulge was actually standard NFL protective gear. During early training camp sessions, veteran players frequently wear specialized rib protectors, core padding, and thick abdominal gear under their light practice jerseys. This prevents unnecessary contact injuries before full pads are introduced. When combined with awkward camera angles, loose-fitting practice gear, and intense summer humidity, The bulky protective equipment creates an illusion of extra body weight. It looks drastically different from a player in a tailored suit or shirtless on a beach. What online trolls mistook for an out-of-shape athlete was simply a seasoned 36-year-old veteran taking proper precautions to protect his body through the brutal grind of an NFL summer. Head coach Andy Reid himself directly addressed the widespread commentary with his signature calm humor. He shut down any notion that his star player was out of condition or facing disciplinary lineup changes. Speaking to reporters following practice, Reid brushed off the viral commentary and praised Kelce's work ethic. He noted that the tight end had actually stayed in remarkable condition despite a hectic offseason. Reid joked with the press corps that Kelce got plenty of cardio during his wedding festivities by spending hours dancing on the floor.
Yeah, he looked pretty good, Yeah, it looked pretty good. He stayed in shape. He did a lot of dancing at his wedding.
He assured fans that the veteran came to camp ready to work. Rather than holding tense emergency meetings about benching his trusted playmaker, Reid and the coaching staff were focused entirely on managing Kelce's workload wisely.
He's a great leader, and he works so hard, and he wants to be in there. For a young guy to look at that, and then it's hard for them to make an excuse to take a rep off because he's out there going, and if they try to get sneaky, he yanks them back in there.
Their goal was to ensure he remains fresh and healthy for the grueling 17-game regular season schedule. Patrick Mahomes also found himself drawn into the conversation, having spent the last several years as the undisputed face of the NFL's dad bod narrative. Mahomes became an internet phenomenon following shirtless locker room footage after a previous AFC championship game.
Great job today. Like I've been saying, we ain't done yet. Chiefs on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Fans teased him for lacking the chiseled six-pack typical of professional athletes. Rather than taking offense, Mahomes famously embraced the label. He repeatedly told reporters that while he might carry a little extra layer on top, he possesses the ideal functional body for an elite quarterback who needs to absorb heavy hits in the pocket.
Well, the people will see the dad bod. That's for a reason. It's the obliques. I'm getting them right.
We got to keep a little padding there.
Exactly.
We're getting hit all the time. They don't understand that. We can't look like all those receivers all the time.
Mahomes' longtime personal trainer, Bobby Stroop, has consistently reiterated that training an elite athlete is about functional performance, durability, and joint stability. It is not about chasing aesthetics for fitness magazines. He explained that carrying a healthy amount of body armor actually helps players survive violent impacts over a long season. For Travis Kelce, navigating public scrutiny over his body is nothing new. But the intensity of the commentary reached unprecedented levels due to his marriage to Taylor Swift. Ever since the powerhouse couple went public with their relationship, every aspect of Kelce's life has been placed under a global microscope. That includes his fashion choices and his off-field diet. Casual onlookers who rarely watch football suddenly began weighing in on athletic conditioning. They naively attributed routine seasonal body fluctuations to his high-profile romance. Many dedicated Chiefs fans jumped to Kelce's defense. They pointed out the absurdity of criticizing a player who has consistently produced at an elite level for over a decade, while enduring thousands of high-impact collisions at one of the most physically demanding positions in professional sports. In reality, the physical demands of playing tight end in the modern NFL require a delicate balance of size, strength, and endurance. That balance looks vastly different from other positions on the field. At 6'5" and roughly 250 pounds, Kelce's job requires him to block 300-pound defensive linemen on one play and run crisp pass routes against lightning-fast linebackers on the next. Carrying slightly higher body fat during the early stages of training camp is a common strategy among seasoned NFL veterans. Players naturally burn thousands of calories a day during double sessions and lose weight as the preseason progresses. Expecting a 36-year-old tight end entering his 14th year in the league to look like a bodybuilder in late July displays a complete lack of understanding regarding professional football conditioning and longevity. Despite the widespread hysteria surrounding his physique, Kelce's commitment to the Kansas City Chiefs remains completely unquestioned within the organization. Following a challenging previous campaign where the Chiefs faced unexpected hurdles and missed their usual dominance, Kelce openly took accountability. He expressed a deep hunger to elevate his game and lead Kansas City back to the top of the league. He signed a lucrative multi-year contract extension explicitly stating that his love for the game, his connection with Patrick Mahomes, and his loyalty to Andy Reid were the driving forces keeping him on the field. Far from contemplating retirement or coasting on his off-field fame, Kelce reported to camp determined to prove that his elite skill set and football IQ remain unmatched across the league. As the Chiefs prepare for their highly anticipated season opener against the Denver Broncos at Arrowhead Stadium, the internal hierarchy of the team remains as rock solid as ever. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce continue to share one of the most prolific quarterback-tight end connections in the history of the sport. It is built on over a decade of trust, shared instincts, and relentless preparation, while outside commentators will undoubtedly continue to churn out sensationalized stories about secret lineup changes and panic inside the front office. The reality inside the locker room is built on quiet confidence and singular focus. The Chiefs understand that championships are not won in comment sections or based on summer practice photos, but through execution when the lights are brightest. Ultimately, the debate over Travis Kelce's appearance serves as a vivid reminder of how modern sports coverage and modern commentary collide. A routine walk onto a practice field can be twisted in minutes into a drama involving pop star wives, fake front office feuds, and exaggerated rumors of benchings. Yet as the noise fades and the regular season draws near, the focus will inevitably return to what happens between the white lines. Kelce has spent his entire career silencing doubters, breaking records, and helping bring Lombardi trophies to Kansas City. No amount of online commentary is going to alter his place as the crown jewel of the Chiefs' offense. When kickoff arrives on opening day, fans won't be looking at training camp photos. They will be watching number 87 do what he has always done best, making crucial plays, hauling in touchdown passes from Mahomes, and proving once again why he remains one of the greatest to ever play the game.